Looks like a picture for a gender studies class. The teacher comes in, puts a cake on the table, say, all right, so let's talk about the first layer. The first layer is where white folks live. Second layer is where oppression really happens as the white layer compresses down on the minorities and the females.
Hey, New York Community College, come to us. And then it's just this picture.
There's 7 of you here. You guys have to decide together who's the one person that...
But guys, here's the thing. We could each leave with like $150.
No.
Of course, a communist had to show up. Let's redistribute the wealth.
So, you guys ready?
Yes.
Just judging by the hair color in this video, I get you this is going to be like, who's the most oppressed or like, who's had it the worst. And then you should get the video. This is what it looks like.
So first round, all the white people are out.
Yeah, they better be out. And the white people should vote themselves out just to make sure that they recognize that they're living on the top layer, which is where the most amount of oppression happens.
So what's everybody's sign?
What does sign have to do with anything? I want to know bank balances. I want to know personal stories.
Negatives? 300.
Personal stories. So I'm black in America, so shit sucks. Okay. That's why I deserve $1,000. I'm an immigrant, so am I.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to make it, bro. Oh. This is the definition of Victim Olympics. This is the most appropriate time to use that term.
Everyone who's not black leaves as a form of reparations.
Oh, wow! Woo!
Let's try to get through this. Daniel,
I gotta get Daniel Benningfield. I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this.
Give me your 30-second pitch why you deserve $1,000.
Cry a little bit.
Oh, you are especially vocal.
What do you got?
I spend every single day trying to save the world. I work on issues of climate change. I'm a good person, and I need new tires.
But tires is not good. It's not ecological. If you have a car, you're burning gas.
Okay, here we go. I haven't been working since April, so it'll be my 3rd surgery within a year since my initial accident. Like seriously, my bank account's literally like negative 300 right now.
I'm 19 years old. I'm a full-time student. Money would really freaking help. I just bailed out my parents 10 grand, and that was actually what I was supposed to use for my daughter's college fund. Sorry.
What if we helped you by connecting you to a mentor that we know?
I don't think I could do it, bro. I need money for tires, but yo, you and your single daughter plus your parents who just came out of prison, I could connect you to a mentor. Damn, these people are so slimy.
But that's just, it could have been $100. They will act the same. As soon as you put a goal, people act, even the people that are most like, man, they're gonna start acting like they want that because they set a goal. It's crazy.
It's wild that this girl's like, I'm a good person, climate change. This girl's like, man, I got my daughter. I'm a full-time student. I have to
not move next.
Damn.
Good people don't need to say that they're good people.
Oh, bro, cringe.
I mean, if you give a man $1,000, you feed him for a day, but you teach a man to make $1,000 and you feed him for life.
So then why do you need the money?
At this point, I'm not working as well. So my bills are, my husband was able to pay them, but they're coming up again. And we may end up homeless.
So how long haven't you had a job?
Since September.
We're in October?
Yeah, it's been 30 days.
How will you decide who goes off?
We should write something down, put it in a pot, and then maybe somebody else can read it. Like, I'll read it. Let's go. Sorry, Joe, you gotta go.
Sorry, Joe.
Are you guys ready for the 2nd round?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, we've started.
Oh, do you think?
Abby, you should go next because
I know I'm going next, so I just want to say something.
Why do you think that you're going next?
Because she could be going.
Because everybody stood up and said, Abby, I think you should go next.
Abby, that girl, she's like, you know what? I don't even want to do this. This ain't even fun. It's dumb.
Yeah, and the one in the middle is like really not liking it either. I get you need money, but are you gonna be so shameless that you're gonna act like that on a video?
Yep. And Abby's just like, okay,
$1,000, you're gonna be that shameless?
Now you gotta go. You
don't believe in yourself.
So here's what I think is interesting, though. I've heard that I'm white, so I can't understand issues, or
I never said that. I never said that.
I've heard white come out
She's
of
white
multiple
also.
people's names.
Okay.
It's my turn to talk. Let me talk.
Yes.
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 God damn.
I'm
I'm such a good person. Climate change. Let me interrupt you while you're talking.
So I just think it's interesting that race coming from me towards any one of you would be ghastly and inappropriate, but race coming towards any one of you towards me is appropriate and...
Please don't put me in that, because I never said anything about race. And
I
do
did.
not...
And I would say that it's appropriate because you have the privilege to be a white person in America.
Why did you just make that assumption, one? And two, why did you just dismiss her experience and then marginalize her, oddly enough? Like, yeah, she's white passing. Cool, great. But the fact that you centered around this whole discussion, like, you know what? Take it away. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because I can't do this.
Let me break it down.
I can't do it.
No, I'm gonna do it.
I can't.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna need you to do it.
I'm gonna do it. If you were in a group, all right, there was a couple of my white friends, and it was Abba and me. I gotta admit, out of all my white friends and my black friends, I am probably the most privileged. I went through some fucked up shit, but both my parents are still together. While I was living with them, I never lived in an apartment block. My parents own buildings and stuff like that. Like, I'm probably the most privileged out of that group. I'm black, mind you. All the thing that my parents have, they didn't have it because of their hard work and everything and stuff. I understand that. But me coming from that, I'm the most privileged. As a matter of fact, we got a group. We're about 7 motherfuckers in that group. Abba, me, the rest of the people. In that group, I'm probably the most privileged. With the most privilege growing up. You put any one of my white friends, they were poor. We used to go to the same school, so whenever I was chilling at their houses, I had to go to the projects where they lived. White folks, Afghani, Latinos. I was probably the most privileged one. I'm not a rich kid, but because they were so unprivileged, I was known as the rich kid. So to assume, it's like a misunderstanding of what white privilege is. White privilege is saying that all the burdens that you have are not because of your skin color. But it doesn't mean that you cannot be poor. It doesn't mean that you cannot not have bills, not be discriminated. It doesn't mean none of that. It just means that all the burdens you had, it didn't happen because of the skin tone that you had.
You want to hear irony? The black man was dismissed because he was told he was black. Yeah. Now he's dismissing other people because they're white.
Yeah.
And he thinks that makes things right.
Yeah, because he was dismissed, so he can dismiss. Yeah, that does not solve the issue.
Let me just say this. I think I get why people have some of this rhetoric, but also understand, like, the most important division between us as people is not race, but it's class. I have more in common with a poor Hispanic or a poor white dude from my neighborhood than I do with a rich black person who grew up in a suburb area. That's just how it is. You'll realize in life, and you guys are going to eventually, if you haven't already learned, you're going to see this, that people identify more with their tax bracket than they often do with their skin tone. That's why people be like, yeah, I vote this way one way. Then they get to a certain tax bracket, they start voting differently. Their allegiances and their interests completely change.
Somebody misguessed your race, like somebody misguessed your gender, you're going to speak up about it, correct?
Well, no, because I felt attacked in that situation, and I was hearing you saying you don't know what I'm talking about because of the color of your skin.
Oh, fuck. You guys are just
Why are you crying? Girl, you next.
I started to feel bad for everyone. I'm at this point where I want to stick around in the match so I can be actively in the discussion, but I'm like starting to hear everyone's input, and I'm like, oh shoot, like maybe I don't deserve this, you know? I'm like, fuck.
Were you forfeiting?
Anybody thinks that I let you go home, please raise your hand.
Oh. This is why
Are you
pretty
still
sure
crying?
I'm glad I left.
Jesus.
She literally said, like, I don't know if I deserve this. Oh. Like, that's what she said.
All right, can we just fast forward to the part where they eliminate all the white people?
Yeah.
If I don't get a break, I genuinely don't know what's gonna happen to me.
That's everybody though.
You guys were talking about like having like guaranteed futures and careers and stuff, and I was just saying that like having a kid is like that's talk about a guaranteed thing in your future. Like that's a guaranteed future to me.
You had the child, you had to have the child, and now the child's here. So you have to pay for your child and be responsible for it.
Wait. Abby was white and she couldn't understand the issues. Dude, you're gay. You have a husband. You can't understand the issues of putting someone to life. I'm using your logic. I don't even agree with what I'm saying. I'm using your logic. That is your logic. Abby's white. She doesn't understand the issues of black people and brown people and whatever. But you can't have kids. So according to what you're saying.
Ooh, it's a tie.
I think they should do a tiebreaker amongst themselves, like sudden death.
How about they decide?
Sure.
That is not fair.
We gotta figure something out.
We can take some input. I don't think that they should be able to vote, but I think that they should be able to
Do
give
you wanna-
input
okay, let's do
because
input.
they're objective.
What do we
Well, I
have?
don't think
3
that's gonna be
minutes.
fair because every single one of them before they got out voted for me. So what are they gonna say?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How do you possibly know that?
I saw you write my name down wrong. You voted because you wrote the thing wrong, and you just look like you hate
assumed
me.
about
So
me.
maybe
You assumed that about me.
Can you give us a second? Can we pause
I'm
for a
sorry.
second?
Can we really pause? I really don't need you to antagonize me. Why don't you just be quiet?
I have been.
Okay, then keep going back to that. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm a good person.
I'm such a good person. And then you just dismiss everyone else. You make assumptions about everyone who was there. And then when they make... Bruh. Whoo! Yeah. I think this is easily like the most dislikable video. You know what? You know what I just realized?
What you just realized?
They're worse than Soho Karen. In a way.
Explain that one to me.
Soho Karen just has zero self-awareness. You saw her parents.
Fair.
She was born into that.
Yeah.
These people feign being woke. They pretend to understand others. They demand empathy. Soho Karen doesn't give a shit. Gail, this is what I am.
Shit.
In a way,
They're worse.
Soho Karen, born this way, potato, it's over for her.
That's all she knows.
She's the way her mom raised her, broken.
That's all she knows.
These people
pretend to be woke.
There's a little bit more of an evilness to it. Do you understand why?
Bruh, did you see my face? That is 100. They are actually... The last person that's going to stay is the worst person. Yeah. And the first person that got is the least worst person.
In a way. And what's also interesting is like, so Karen, everyone can look at her and be like, she's terrible. These people create a bit of confusion.
Yes, because they
hide behind the group.
Yeah,
I'm going to hide behind black people to tell you, be silent. You don't have a right to speak. As a man, I'm going to hide behind this to be able to tell you, you as a single mother, it's your problem. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
I'm going to just say, maybe. But like, I remember watching Soho Karen, and for me, there was a part of me that, it's like, you know what it's like? It's like when you see a fat person, like a fat child.
And you try to be like, oh, it's their parents?
Their parents are feeding them like crazy and the parents obese, so they inherit that. And then when they get older, it's super hard to lose it. You feel what I'm saying?
I understand.
There's a little bit of sadness that comes into, even if I say, hold her accountable, she touched that kid, whatever. There's a little bit of sadness in me knowing like those parents messed those kids up.
Yeah.
These people, I can't say one way or the other, but because they pretend to be one way, it's why it annoys me. You know those people who pretend to be like for a cause and they'll be like, oh, there's, and then you find out later like, oh, they engaged in that same stuff.
You mean Amber Heard? Just call her out. Just say her name. Say her name. Say her name.
When everyone's around her.
They act a certain way, though.
All right, so raise your hand if you vote for Kat.
Whatever.
All right, final round. You have to unanimously decide who's the one person who leaves with $1,000. Did you guys make a final decision?
Yeah.
What did you guys decide?
We decided on Shakira.
Yeah, we picked Shakira because they had already decided prior, and instead of just leaving the money on the table, might as well give us money that could use it.
All right.
This has been nothing but sadness and arguing and conflict and hurt feelings and
I'm happy with the decision because I am in a dire need for it. I am very thankful for the decision that they made and, you know, how everything played out. And now I'm excited. I'm happy.
Crazy, bro.
Dumpster fire in a car crash in a train wreck. But it really shows you people.
Oh, man, people are
The
shameless.
way Joe got shut down and he can't talk, wow.
That's all I got. I ugh. I mean, compared to Soho Karen, these people left a way worse taste in my mouth. I don't know what it is. Maybe other people can fill in the blanks, but they were just nasty. Just, ugh.
Oh, they nasty.
Ugh. That's all I got.